There's not the most consistent damage. Obviously, Azir is kind of the exception. The rest of them, not great tank killers. Levi looking a little bit frustrated there almost on cam. At the Raptors or the Krugs. He's looking for him.
Levi is indeed looking for him. He'll recognize that the red is gone. The ward will spot out Tatu.
Knows he's there.
Kiaya looking for the collapse. Dodges away.
Yeah, Kiaya tracing after him. Tatu already blew that flash. He's going to get slowed down. There's the Q flash in, but it's going to be an E back. He goes unstoppable, pushes him back with the Pathmaker. Tatu is cooked. As IU will be playing heavily with his passive. Pathmaker, nice buffer there. Does get the stun, and then another Q to follow it up. Can he find that Q3? Gigo trying to kite back, needs to be careful to avoid that third and Tofo strike. Will be able to do it for now, but he is getting quite low. Tatu in the area, though. Will they be able to actually chase down Kiaya? Remember, has no flash, doesn't quite get the stun against the wall, and he's just going to take him in the 1v2. Gigo was too low. Kiaya back-to-back games with solo kills.
Very monstrous, very quickly.
He's going to be so tanky, and Kiaya really can be that difference maker. Jungle is ahead, top lane is ahead, bot lane with that slight lead here. Looking very good already here for GAM.
IU really getting the better of Artemis in the 1v1. The farm differential is basically nothing as the grubs.
Yeah, the Tatu gets the stun onto Kiaya. Kiaya looking to get some damage down onto Gigo. Eris on the side, trying to get the damage down onto Tuts. He lands the chain, but there's the Skarner ulti. It only connects onto one. Levi trying to fire back. Kiaya there with the team. They get the kill, they get the feat of warfare, and they get the reset. Levi now is in the Renekton. Flash stun from him. Tatu's gonna fall as well. It's a double for Levi. The star of GAM comes to life in this game, makes the early game read on the jungle path and gets the double kill. And they're going to be able to grab the objective off the back of it as well.
I will say, it was a bold play from Furia to try and fight
Elio in trouble here. Tuts in a 1v2. How about that? Flash follow. Easy kill for the Azir. Tuts will not be outdone.
We find ourselves in the midst of chaos 9 minutes into game 4. Furia finally get themselves their first kill of the game. It goes into the mid laner's hands. Open up the top lane tower for Gigo to get a bit of gold back in the matchup. But sure, a second of Dragon secured. I like the fact that GAM is keeping this pressure up is what they need to do, because in an ideal world what's happening is the Trinity Force is already completed for Levi. Dive on top, the TP will come through from the Renekton.
Oh, they definitely want to try to look for a dive, but Tatu is in the area. Will he be able to actually pull it off? The culling is just ripping through him. Levi is fed, and Artemis gets the kill. And now we can actually take over the body, but IU is coming up here as well. They're going to try to look for more, but GAM execute on that play. Even though Furia had the read, time can sometimes just be up.
Well, Herald now spawning in about 20 seconds. Furia...
Oh, they're going to look. Nice combo there as Jojo knocks him back and he gets stunned to the wall immediately. Eris has to flash out, but will it even matter? Flash there to follow. They're trying to chase him down. Tatu used the flash, but he can't close the gap just yet. You can see IU moving down. Eris may have to try to look for an execute here, but I don't know if the kill tag has expired, and it definitely hasn't now as Tatu hits him with a rock to the back of the head.
Of GAM. But when you think about the map pressure, it's Furia that's pushing in the bot lane. Furia caught the wave in mid. They're setting their sights on this bot tier 1.
Levi is there. They're just trying to force down the tower. Elio TP down. Now Artemis is going to arrive. Can they look to try to turn this around? Artemis trying to get some damage down, but the tower is getting lower and lower as Kiaya is looking for another solo bolo on the top side. Gigo flashes out, but will Kiaya spend the flash to follow? He's going to go for it, and he's going to get it. Kiaya with another solo kill.
They'll set their sights on the bot tier 1.
And he may just be going collector second here. Really aggressive build with the Viego. Definitely can put out incredible amounts of burst. Kiaya now here around mid lane. Jojo just has to headbutt him back as IU did not want to get chased down. But remember, while you are watching the action unfold, keep an eye out for exclusive drops just for tuning in to MSI. All you need to do is be logged in and watching on LOLesports.com for a chance to score in-game loot. As GAM continue pushing this pressure forward.
Make sure that they can get this to put themselves on soul point. Tatu is in the area, a level down, but now the rest of Furia have regrouped. They're looking to contest.
Yeah, they absolutely are, and Furia are much more grouped. Eris is on the side by himself here. Levi, Kiaya focusing down this dragon, but you can see the damage coming in from Tuts already as there's Eris looking for some poke onto IU. But the combo, the Skarner ultimate, grabs them all, and GAM are thrown into the grinder. Furia will not be out team fought. They crush the fight again. Every single time when you think they're down, they get back up and they hit you in the face.
They had Eris looking for a flank, hovering around the mid lane, but IU wasn't scared. There was Lucian kind of spread off from the main bulk of the force that was focusing down the Dragon.
Is very far ahead at this point, and I feel like GAM's frontline just got a little bit overconfident. We'll see if Toots has done the same now. Jojo trying to get in here to help him out. There's the flash forward from Levi, but look at Eris, he's just deleted! It's a 1v2, no problem there for Toots as he gets one back. The question is, can they get more? Elio slowing down Jojo, will set him up. Gonna be able to pop the ulti to break that, but here comes Levi. Great sidestep there from Jojo. He will eventually be ran down. The question is, can they get something else elsewhere on the map? And the answer looks like no. The big problem for me is you don't really have any guaranteed explosive engage from GAM, as they're gonna get some damage down here on Tatu. Let the culling rip. Levi's coming in, as is Jojo. Ayu just drops the wind wall, tries to keep his jungler safe, and will be able to do so. Levi has this big gold advantage. They want to try to use it. Remember, Jojo has no ulti from that bot lane death, and he's gonna die again. The question is, how aggressive do they get with this? You can see pings are already there.
And with the TP being invested, they're securing an Otacon.
They're gonna grab this Otacon. Yep, no chance of a steal here. Tatu not in the area, and Toots is not even gonna look for it. Great plays there from GAM. It did mean the ultimate was spent from both Gigo and Jojo, so they could be vulnerable. Furia, though, pushing forward, eyes on this tier 1 tower. They're gonna get it, and again, GAM is just completely split now.
Keep track of the cooldowns at the bottom of your screen. The ulti of Alistar and Renekton were both used. Big ultimates that are important for a team fight. The Braum was used in exchange, but they still have the Cassante and the Viego ult available along with the culling.
But they just can't walk through Toots. Look at this. Ki is trying to get aggressive here, but he's just gonna get knocked down. He's incredibly low. He's CC'd and he's killed. Artemis now, the job is up to him. Can he and Eris make something happen? The wind wall says no to the culling, as Gigo's gonna be spotted out on the side. Eris low, Elio low, Artemis on the run. Gigo behind them still, looking for this Lucian, hunting, going for the stun. The barriers popped early. Eris trying to turn around onto Gigo. Gigo has to flash out to the other side. It's Toots and it's Ayu, and they've got Levi. Levi will draw his last breath as he's knocked down by the Yasuo. GAM are running for the hills, but Furia want even more. They take Artemis, and they are damn well sure gonna take the Dragon as well.
The front line just evaporates for GAM. Azael, you were talking about how difficult it is for GAM to approach. Oh, Eris at the very least gets a kill back. Shuts down Gigo and gets a bit of gold back into his pocket, but the Dragon is still gonna fall in favor of Furia. The fights are going the way of Furia. And I feel like it all comes down to this man in the mid lane, the Emperor of the Sands. This could be a tool used to force a fight.
Artemis, Levi are here. They're looking for Tatu. They're going to go in for it. They pull the trigger on the teleport. Ayu's coming over as well. Eris still incredibly low. Gigo has no ultimate, but now in comes Toots. He is the problem. Do they have the answer? Great combo from Jojo. Sets up for Ayu, but he's going to be stunned to the wall by the stolen body of the Skarner. And it's a double for Levi. He's getting the resets, and Levi is going crazy. Levi pulls the fight out from nowhere. GAM get a clean ace. They'll get the Baron, and they do not want to go down in game number 4.
One by one, Furia walk into the meat grinder that is Levi. He picks them apart. And in the straight up front to back 5v5, we've seen Furia get the better of GAM. But when it just turns into Levi versus his opposition.
LeBlanc getting that really short cooldown on the ulti helps with the poke. Gigo fighting aggressively here, but he's against Kiaya and Levi. Kiaya can tank the tower for days. Gigo, though, still surviving for now. Are they going to be able to knock him down? Kiaya's got to get out of tower range. They do get the kill, and now it's Tatu that's in trouble on the other side, as the culling won't quite be enough damage to knock him down.
Another pick in mid, converted into a tower. They're going to secure another one here in the bot lane.
6K.
And GAM, after a single fight, here is scary. But we'll see how the fight plays out. Dragon started off. I think Fury is just going to give this one up.
Yeah, they are going to give it. I think it's the right choice. I really liked how GAM played that Baron. They kept the pressure on. They never allowed Fury to enter their jungle, so they couldn't get any vision to even approach the Dragon.
Use this to their advantage to try and threaten the Baron themselves.
Eris again. Oh, Eris could be caught here. Toots is looking for him, and he's just autoing him to death. He does land the chains, but are they going to be able to turn this around? Exhaust comes down onto Toots. Toots in trouble now. But on the other side, the Skarner ult is going to land. And it's Levi into the back line. It's Levi on a rampage, and it's Levi's world. You're just living in it. He takes over the Azir. He's taking over the fight. He's taking over the series. GAM win the fight and are going to push us to a game number 5.
The death timers are so long. GAM still have 4 members alive. Tatu is trying to catch the wave so he can buy time. Eris is not going to allow that to happen.
Yeah, they're just going to run down Tatu, try as he might. His efforts are in vain. This game was about one man, and it was about one man only. Levi on the Viego went crazy. GAM are able to find a way to push back, to fight back, and to force us all the way. We're going the distance. It's going to be a game number 5 between Furia and GAM. Cue up Silver Scrapes.
These were some of the best highlights from today's matchup. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.